Hello guys and welcome back to a new channel. Today it's time for another episode of ARK Scorched Earth, and today I want to do some more stuff. But before I get to that, I have done a little bit of stuff off camera. I have put down one extra forge because I went ahead and got some metal, actually a lot of metal, like we have 4,000 ingots now in this one and over 4,000 in this one as well, and yeah, that's quite a lot. But if you haven't watched the last episode, you probably don't know how I got that much metal. I basically we basically found a really good mountain area where there were a lot of metal rocks which we could get for metal, and I got metal from that spot. It's also in the same place where our oil pumps are, so we could also check up on those. I also went ahead and made some extra gasoline for our electrical generator. I also put this down. This is a giant billboard, and as you can see, it is a to-do list. It's a list of what I want to do. So a Morellatops is on the list, a Thylacleo, a base expansion, and the Windmill. I'm gonna explain all of those separately when I actually start talking more about them, but let's just actually check up on our dinos first, check the levels a little bit. Let's just upgrade the movement speed on this one because movement speed is always welcome. Right, then we have the Ankilo, which we'll just do movement speed as well because he's really slow. And then we have the Doedicurus with 2 levels. Let's just do that in weight. So what I want to do first is I want to make a feeding trough. So a feeding trough is basically a container. You can put any food in that, and then the dinos will eat from that trough instead of from their inventory. And that means that we don't have to have their inventory full of food. So let's just place it right about here. That's a fine spot for that. Ooh, it's quite busy here with only herbivores, which is nice, and also a lot of Morellatops. So we could, 104. Okay. They don't have a lot of torpor, actually. We could take a look at the Morellatops first, but I also want to, well, first of all, let's just get some meat for ourselves. Okay, it has all been spoiled. Great, so let's just cook a little bit of meat. Alright, you're horribly in the way. That actually reminds me, I want to make a garden, or some sort of garden around our base, which would... What? Excuse me? Why the heck did the wood get into your inventory? What the fuck? That was weird. But I want to make a garden around our base. So of course I want to expand our base, but I think a garden is going to be a little bit more important for now, because, well, look at our base. We barely have any room because of these dinosaurs. So you're not burning, right? No, you're not. Alright, let's just pick you up. We can already start by placing them outside. Of course, we will also need some more food for these guys. You do have quite a lot of berries, and you also have a lot of berries, which we could put in this. And you had a lot of meat, if I remember correctly. Yep, you had a lot of meat. So let's take most of it, and also, okay, pelt. Oh yeah, I killed a few dinosaurs off camera as well. Alright, but let's actually just start by making a little garden for our dinos. But actually first, let's just get rid of most of this crap, because we don't want this crap in here. Off camera, I also found a supply drop, and that gave us a canteen, and it also gave us a couple of fun items. So it gave us this a compound bow, which is basically a much better version of the normal bow, and also a better an alternative for the crossbow. It also gave us another blueprint for a chainsaw, which is fine, and a blueprint for a wind turbine, and I think, yeah, one more wind turbine, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, this cluster grenade. That could definitely come in handy. We have 4 Mantis Saddles. One of them, this one I got from a supply drop as well. I think it was from like a red supply drop. Basically, supply drops have a color, and the color basically determines how good the supply drop is. So red is the best, then it's yellow, purple, I think then blue, green, white. White, green, and blue are almost always completely useless. But anyway, let's just start by making our garden. So, first of all, we need to make some sort of wall. And because I also need to count on the fact that we might want to expand our base into some sort of 6x6 or 7x7, we of course need to, count on that. So we are going to need fence foundations. Of course, we're going to make them of stone. Or adobe. No, let's just do stone. Stone is much easier to get and all that. We're also going to need thatch wood and, of course, stone. Are we going to do it with large walls, or are we just going to stack like 2 walls? I think 2 walls is more than enough, because most dinosaurs are definitely not going to just walk into our garden. All right, so let's just start by making, how about 25 fence foundations? I think that will be fine for now. I also need to repair my crossbow because it's almost broken. And of course, this episode I also want to upgrade our gear a little bit. Not gear as an armor. Our armor is actually perfectly fine. Although it would be nice if we found better armor, as in armor with more armor and more insulation and durability. But we don't have that yet. So the way I want to upgrade our gear is I want to upgrade this crossbow into a long neck rifle. A long neck rifle is, it is a rifle that you can use to shoot dinos or tame them as well. And we can easily make this one with, I don't know how much. We have like, how many ingots? We have almost 9,000 ingots. So yeah, that's gonna be fine. And then instead of using trank arrows, we are going to use trank darts. And for this, we will also need simple rifle ammo. And for simple rifle ammo, we need gunpowder. And gunpowder is made in the mortar and pestles with charcoal and spark powder. We have, barely any charcoal, but I think we are burning. Yeah, we have quite a lot actually. And with spark powder, and we also have, no, we don't have any of it, because I think we have all of it in the forges over there. But we can easily make spark powder. Let's just make like 300 in here, which goes times 2, and 300 in here, because flint and stone, which is required to make spark powder, it's really easy to get. Let me just make an extra mortar and pestle just to be able to make stuff a lot more efficient, because having only 2 of them is not very efficient. So let's start by making a bunch of gunpowder. Let's just make as much as we can. So we can make 300, and we can make 300 too, okay? But we do have a lot of charcoal, and spark powder is really easy to make. Oh god, a freaking heat wave. Why do those occur so freaking commonly? Like, why? But anyway, our 25 fence foundations are done crafting. So let's, excuse me. Alright, so let's start by, I guess we're not losing health. No, we're definitely not losing health. Let's start by placing them somewhere like that, I guess. And okay, this is horrible, freaking stupid bushes. Holy shit. Alright, I've just cleared up the area a bit more. There were a lot of bushes in a way. Not nice. But, let's just, I don't know how far we'll go with this, like, that way. But I think, I don't know, something like this should be fine. We also, of course, need to, yeah, I think we'll be fine with that. So actually, let's just back off a little bit because this is quite far. So I think 6 is good. Yeah, 6. All right, we're already quite far. That's pretty nice. So I think we should start going in this direction now. I can't really see it because of the fucking bushes. Let's turn brightness down. I really can't see it. I can't see a damn thing. Did I place it correctly? I think I did. Nope, I didn't. Fuck me. Alright, so of course we do need a lot more, but I think this is actually going to be pretty good. We have already a lot of space, which is nice. Can we mine this rock away? Yes, perfect. Alright, so maybe I'll also go in that direction once again, because of course more space is always welcome. Or we could do like a really cool shape, so we could start going diagonally, and then something like that, and then something like that, and then just attach to our base again. That could also be pretty cool, but I don't think that will do that. I think we'll just, or maybe we will. I also really want once to have something cool in this game. So let's just start by making a bunch more fence foundations. So 40, I think 40 will be pretty good once again. And in the meantime, we can always also start taking a look at more gunpowder and at this simple rifle ammo. So our spark powder is done. Let's just start by making, or, well, no, I didn't mean to make spark powder. I meant to make gunpowder. Whoops. Alright, so 900 gunpowder, and let's just make, we'll need spark powder. We'll always need more spark powder, so that's totally fine. Alright, so let's just start by placing a few more foundation, or fence foundations. So what I had in mind was going diagonally, like this. I think that could actually be pretty cool, and I think it actually is quite practical as well. Because now we have a lot of space. I think this amount of space should definitely be good enough. And if not, then we could always expand later on. But for now, it will definitely be good enough. So I think, ooh, this does look pretty damn cool. I actually really like this. I really like this. All right, how is our clay actually? Because of course we need more adobe walls. Our clay is not doing great. We don't have a lot of clay, and we do have a bunch of sand and I think we also had a lot of cactus sap. Yeah. Okay, clay is not really going to be a problem anyways. So let's just make a bunch in this one and a bunch in this one as well. Alright, let me just make another mortar and pestle because this could definitely go a lot quicker. So let's just take half of this and half of that and do half in that one and then do half in that. So we are nicely doing it, doing it like that. So it's the most efficient way possible, I guess. Alright, let's just start by attaching some foundations to this side. So it's a little bit of a sloped area here, which is actually not really too practical. I think it will be best if we do it here instead, because otherwise it will just be quite ugly, to be honest, and that's not really what I want. So let's just do something like that. Okay, that's already too far, to be honest. Let's start, I don't know, should we already go diagonal here? Yeah, Yeah, I think that's the best we can probably do. I don't know how it's gonna connect with this side, but I think it should be fine, to be honest. I'm not too sure, but let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, we can probably do it, I don't know, like this. Yeah, that should really be fine, to be honest. All right, so now we have the outline of our garden. It looks all right, but of course we need walls. So let's start by making those. All right, so let's start by making, let's do 80 walls. No, we can't because we need more clay. Yay. But I think this will be a good start. So now we can maybe also start looking at a windmill sort of thing. So we have a windmill right here. We can place it pretty much everywhere we want. However, there's of course one thing we need to count on, which is the wind, because of course there's wind in the map and we need to count on how much wind there is in this map. So if we just press H, which brings this up, it says in the top left corner, it says Central Canyons and then 65% west. I think that means west, or does that mean wind? I think it means west. So that means that 65% of the time, the windmill is going to be active. And that's actually pretty good already. But I think literally on these mountains, it turns into around 80, 85, 100 maybe even. Yeah, 85. So 85% is obviously a lot better, but that does mean we do have a long distance to lay our cables. And honestly, I don't think the extra 20% is worth it. So let's see how far we can go with this. All right, so this is the border. This is the farthest we can go, and to be honest, it's not that far of a distance actually, so I guess we could definitely place a windmill here, to be honest. We'll just go with that, to be honest. 85% is always better than 65. It will cost us quite a lot of cables and stuff, but that's not a problem at all. Cables only require metal, and as you can see. So I guess we can already start by making a little bit of the network, I guess. So let's just show the wires again, and I think we'll just go from this one. I guess that's the smartest, probably. All right, our walls are also done, but let's see. So we can go like that, and probably like that. I think it has been placed on the roof, I guess. Yeah, okay, so like that. Now, obviously it looks really weird like this, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. You know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, I think 65% is good enough. Gasoline is really easy to make anyway, so you know what? Fuck it. Let's just place the windmill here, and that should be fine. So is it already connected to it? It is turning, and if we just go inside and turn off the generator, cables, no yellow things. All right, maybe I'll have to make some sort of a flexible cable that I have to connect to the windmill. Is that it? Enable unpowered auto activation. Okay, I have no idea how this works. Turn on. How about we do that? I don't know. I really don't know how it works. It is turning, and I don't know. Oh, wait. There's a green line here. Does that mean it works now? I have no idea, really. Yeah, that's definitely not connected. So we're definitely going to be moving that around. All right, so let's start by just placing the cable right there. And how about if we place the windmill here, maybe? Like on the edge? Oh, not like that. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. It probably doesn't work, but I don't want to spend 5 hours on this freaking windmill. Let's just start by placing these walls, because my god. Alright, this is already a really good start. We have... that's actually quite a lot of room, to be honest. We don't need a lot of room, but I do want to tame T-Rexes later on, and for that we are going to need a little bit of room. So let's start by making more walls. Let's make 40 more, just as much as we can make. That should be fine. How is our gunpowder doing? Pretty good, actually. It's not too bad. Oh, it's actually already done. Nice. All right, so we have quite a lot of gunpowder. That's nice. So, how much ammo can we make with that? 100. That's okay. And that goes times 2, so we get 200 in total. All right, let's just place the rest of these walls. I don't know where our... Ooh, where should we put the gate? Wait a second. Before we continue placing the walls, let me just take a look at the Behemoth Gateway. Behemoth is basically giant. So let's start by making these. Or do we just go for Adobe? We do not. That costs a lot of clay. Holy shit. Stone is fine for now. So let's start by making a gateway and a gate. Like that. Let's see how big this stuff is. As far as I know, it's freaking giant. Holy shit. That is enormous. This doesn't really snap nicely to anything. I think we should just get rid of some of these fence foundations, because this isn't really working. So I think we are going to get rid of these. How about like that? I think that's pretty good. Yeah, this is totally fine for now. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Let's just place the walls. Okay, apart from the fact that it's the wrong way around, let's replace it. All right, now it should be fine. Is it? Yep. Nope. What the fuck? Like that. There we go. Why was that so difficult? What the fuck? All right. What the heck? This is all the wrong way around. You know what? Fuck that. I don't care. I really don't want to do that all over again. So we need a bunch more walls, and then I think we should be good for the garden. And we can then finally move on to some more interesting stuff. Alright, so the ammo is done. So now we could take a look at the darts. So it requires only 1 ammo, which is nice. 3 narcotics, which is quite a lot. But narcotics are not really that hard to make. How much spoiled meat do we have? Not a lot at all. Okay, that's not very good. Let's just take meat, a bunch of meat. Let's just take the whole stack actually. And split all. As far as it will go. Okay, that it doesn't go further. That's fine. We have like how much in here? Like around 250, something like that. That's pretty good. Let's just make as many narcotics as we can. We can make 104. That's all right. So that means we can make around like what? 35, 34 trank darts. That's okay. All right, so let's just make a little bit more walls. 30. We can only make 16. This is not really going too fast, but I mean, even though it's not going too fast, it is going at least. And the progress is at least there. So that's nice. Let's just start by placing these. That doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I also really like how this texture like just goes on, even though this is a completely new wall. That I love the Adobe style, to be honest. All right, so okay. Well, that is not good. Apparently these two overlap, but that works. Don't ask me how, but that works. Alright, so this portion has been made. So actually, let's just count how many walls we still need. And let's just switch these to outer close only. That's really annoying. 33. Okay, so we need 33 walls. And I think we can't make that many. Maybe we can, I don't know. Because for some reason you need a bunch of freaking... Hey, there we go. A bunch of clay for one wall. So it was 33. So let's make a wall like that. We can make 20. Okay, so we need 13 more after that, which is it's all right. But now it's time for me to explain number 2, a Thylacoleo. A Thylacoleo is one of the creatures in the game, and it is actually a really good one. So I also wanted to check up on the oil, but that gives me the perfect opportunity to... Okay, lag, Jesus Christ. That gives me the perfect opportunity to showcase the Thylacoleo, to just show you what it looks like. Basically, it's just a tiger. That's basically it. Or a lion, one of those two. But it is actually one of the most powerful dinosaurs in this map, I think, because at least back in the old days, like 2017 or 18, it used to be really good. I don't know if it still is, but I really hope so. If it is, then I really want to tame one. So let's see if I can find one. That's one right there, a Thylacoleo. So it's basically a tiger, I guess. As you can see, it's that boy over there. Yeah, I really want to tame one actually, because like I said, they are quite powerful. Okay, there's a corner literally right next to our oil pumps. But yeah, as you can see, this is a level 12 Thylacoleo, which is really low, but it does have 1k health. Look at this Carno. It's 92 and it only has 1.8k health. And this one 72, 1.4. So it already has a lot more health than a Carno, which is actually really, really good. Alright, but let's see how much oil we have. So, alright, 1600. Nice. And I think the other one has pretty much the same. Hello. Okay, you are aggressive. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This the Thylacoleo has some sort of gnash effect, which basically is just a damage over time, basically. But that is another very powerful thing, actually. So that's another reason I want a Thylacoleo. Wow, Thylacoleo. What a... It's such a fun name to pronounce. What is this? Okay, it's just a plant. I thought it looked so special, but oh my god. Never mind. But let's see what's in here. 1600 as well. Nice. But yeah, that's basically the Thylacoleo. Let's just go home. Alright, we're back at our base. Yeah, let's see if we can make 13 more walls, I think it was. So let's just put this oil in the box like that. Oil is never going to be a problem anymore. Let's just make a bunch of gasoline as well, like that and like that. Nice. Okay, so can we make 13 more walls? That's the question. We can. Nice. All right, and the walls have been placed. Nice. So that means that our base is now finally secure from most dinosaurs. Of course, there's still Argentavises that can fly over, but let's just put them all neutral, which means that if they get attacked, they start attacking back, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so that means out of all these things, we have done one of them, which is the base expansion. The windmill, I don't care about that anymore. We have more than enough oil, and hide is also really easy to get, even though we don't have any of it. Nice. Nice. I think that was literally the last hide we had then. Alright, so let's just make as many darts as we can. We can make 34, which I also predicted, which is totally fine. But before I stop the episode or whatever, I want to showcase one more thing, which is the fact that the chainsaw can also collect hide efficiently from any creature. So it can collect wood, it can collect sap also, as we learned in the last episode, but it can also collect or harvest hide really efficiently, if I remember correctly. So let's just find an easy target. So how about this parasaur right here? It's stuck, I think. So yeah, it cannot really escape, I think. All right, it's dead. So let's see if it's still true. Let's see. All right, yup, it's still true. 805 hide from one freaking parasaur. Not bad at all. Holy crap. I think it also collects chitin quite efficiently, so let's take a look at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, 245 chitin from one freaking bug. Alright, and after killing about, like, what, 3 dinosaurs, we have 2300 hide. And we also got quite a lot of chitin from those bugs. One more thing which I want to do before I leave off this episode is I want to make a hitching post, because dinosaurs can be set on wandering, which means they are going to walk around and just start pairing with each other of the same species, of course. But with the hitching post, you can prevent the walking bit, so they don't walk all around the garden, which can be quite annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hitch all of these dinos, and I'm gonna put them on wandering. And what's really good about wandering is that they gain levels really quickly while they are on wandering. So of course all these dinos are relatively leveled out. Of course they can still gain levels, but they don't level up as quickly because they are already pretty high level, like 203, 202, and of course this one, which the taming effectiveness of the Dodeker is, well, fucked up. But yeah, that just means that they gain levels pretty quickly, and the next time we log in, we are hopefully getting a lot of levels out of these boys and girls, and wait, male, female, male. Okay, so one thing which I do want to do later on is maybe, because the movement speed of this Argentavis is quite high already, but later on I also want to tame another Argentavis, which preferably would be a female, and then that Argentavis I can level entirely into movement speed, because later on I want to tame a wyvern, and a wyvern is not tamed in the normal way as to like just shoot a dino until it's unconscious and then just put food in and that's it. No, you have to get an egg from those wyverns, and that could be is very dangerous. So we are going to need an Argentavis with a very high movement speed in order to get or in order to be the safest when we steal a wyvern egg. I'll explain more of it when we actually go and do it. But for now, I think that's more than enough for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, up to the next video. Goodbye.